Hello everybody, welcome back. I am EonShiKeno, back with some more commentaries for you. We've got a map, or actually we've got a game on Test Bug. It's been a while since I've seen a game on this map. It's a custom map, you don't see it on the ladder obviously. And we've got two players here. We've got Masterok, he's going to be our pink Protoss player up in the top left section of the map. And his opponent will be, this is the username this player is using, but most of you probably know this guy as Violet_. He is a featured streamer on Team Liquid. Obviously, he's playing Zerg on the right side of the map, so if you've ever checked out his stream, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So that will be Violet over there on the right side of the map. I'll be calling him by that name as opposed to CSNTC. That's not something good to say. Let's check out what our Protoss player's doing over here on the left side. Pylon going on the outside. Going for a Forge Fast expand, more than likely. Maybe going with some aggressive Forge action, possibly. It's always an option for Protoss players, just to be a little bit extra annoying to the Zerg players. And wow, going for gas so far. Not going to go for not an extractor trick, obviously. Just getting some gas early. So we're going to see Violet do a speedling opening, more than likely, unless this is some type of roach build. Could be a possibility. One thing you always have to worry about whenever you go for like hatch first, or even a late pool, like a 15 pool and like 15 hatch, you still have to worry about pylons being thrown down and just getting up cannons. Just really annoying play. So just not want to deal with that. Just going to go for the gas first and get those speedlings out. Over here, Masterok going for that forge. Back here in the base, chrono boosting out some probes also. Looking pretty good. Make sure I got the music on. Yeah, I do. And the sound. There we go. Sound's on. Just had to double check. I know like one time I forgot to do it. Trust me, I hate not hearing sound either when it's not recorded, but it should all be good. Droning up, and this probe's still running around here doing plenty of scouting, getting all the information, and there goes that Nexus. So we're going to see Masterok gonna have a little bit of an economic advantage going on here to the mid game. Actually, here out of the still early game. Violet still hasn't done any scouting yet. Look at that. Just doesn't even care. He's going to find out eventually. He's not over here in this position, so he's going to go straight up to the top. He knows he's going to be in the top left spawning position, pulling two guys off gas, getting speed. This is a 3-player map, so by process of elimination, Violet knows that he's in the top left. Brilliant, I know. And this is a fairly easy map to wall off on. It's not anything crazy like Xel'Naga or Dual Sight, but pretty straight up. You can kind of get 3 cannons here, cover everything, even from roaches, I would say. So pretty safe opening there. Hatch going down for Violet, and hasn't put those guys back on gas yet. Just going to continue to get a lot more minerals. Going to need those minerals. Going to have to get those queens out. And this probe's sneaking on by. Look at that. But no, he does see it. Those Zerglings are going to chase it. And I like this. He only pulls one back to keep an eye on the front just to make sure nothing's crazy is coming out. Maybe sneaking out another probe. That would be tricky, wouldn't it? Pull one probe out and then all the Zerglings go away. Then you pull the other one out and just sneak in there. Smart move. But it looks like even if he would have done that. Oh, speed finishes. And there goes that probe. That thing is not fast enough. That probe needed the speed upgrade to get away from those guys. Those guys are just way too fast. Now, I'm looking at this wall off here. And if I didn't know any better, I would say this is a complete wall off. And he's probably just going to kill his pylon to get out. That's what I'm thinking he's going to do here. Evolution Chamber being built here for Violet. And maybe going for like a quick +1 upgrade. 7 drones coming out. Going to start droning up. He's got a hefty number of Zerglings. What's he going to try and kill? They're going to go for that pylon straight up. He's only got 1 photon cannon. That photon cannon is going to have to do a lot of killing here. He's going to have to build something. That pylon's going to fall really fast. 1 pylon going down, 2nd pylon going down, and he's going to get that 1 pylon. And was that the cost of a couple of Zerglings so far? Maybe so. And he's going to get the 2nd pylon. Yes, he is. Yep, forced to kill. Oh, and he sneaks in there. And now Zergling's going to deal some damage. And I didn't think that was actually going to be as successful as it was. But Zerglings do get in there, get all the scouting information they need. Killing 1 pylon, forcing cancel of 2. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even know if he canceled. He's getting some more probe kills here. Masterok was thinking like, how? Wait, what? I got a cannon up. How'd that happen? In 1 century? Oh no, he's going to force pull probes. Just pulls probes back. Nice control here from Violet, backing up. And not much you can do about those probes. Those guys are getting a little low. Still chrono busting out some workers. +1 range upgrade on the way here for Violet. And a +1 attack upgrade on the way for Masterok. And he's just going to keep those Zerglings alive as long as possible to allow just for, you know, scouting information. Doesn't wants to make sure OK is going to put up any anything crazy like a Twilight Council or Starport, anything like that. A lot of drones over here. Let's check the old working count. 33 versus 36. Looking pretty good for Violet. Gas going up. Getting that +1. Getting the +1 range, like I was saying before. Getting some more gas. Teching up the hatchery. Zergling's still alive. Still alive. Still alive. Heading up to 4 gas here for OK. Sees the 2 gateways. And a sentry needs to be careful. But nope, going to be too much. Those Zerglings can't take out 1 sentry. Sentry isn't that weak, folks. He can survive 2 Zerglings. 4 gas now. Getting up here. And hasn't taken a 3rd yet. Curious to see if Violet's going to take a 3rd or 3rd on a macro hatch. 3 drones coming out. Getting really saturated here. Maybe just a little bit too many drones at that main. I think he's just a little bit too oversaturated here. Maybe just like a couple. Does he have a Roach Warren? He does not have a Roach Warren. He is the only thing he has that can use that upgrade are the queens. Zergling's now finally getting cleaned up by that Stalker. 2 more gateways. Get down. Did he actually scout that out with those Zerglings? Yes, he did. So he's aware of that. Everything. And there's the Twilight Council. Has he actually scouted that out in the front? That would be good to know. He does not see the Twilight Council yet, which is something he definitely should see. Now, we may see Master OK push out with a Warp Gate timing, 1-1, and then Blink Stalker upgrade. And here comes the Hydra. Ooh, Hydra coming out. That's what the +1 is for. And even +2 on the way, so he's got this planned from the get-go. Always planning to go with the Hydra. Straight off. He's got some more Zerglings pushing out, and thought he was going to kill that, but no, he's going to go maybe snipe that Cybernetics core. Not really too useful. Of course, that'll delay Stalkers a little bit at the cost of a lot of Zerglings. And he really wants to kill the Xel'Naga Tower. And the Xel'Naga Tower vision goes all the way here to this little rocky path they have here on the ground. Working on that. 1,500 life on those guys, on those rocks. Still doesn't have a macro hatch or... doesn't have a macro hatch or a 3rd setup yet. So I guess going with the really heavy 2-base timing play. And oh, Hallucinated Phoenix gets taken out, but he did see the Hydra. That's good to know. He's getting Storm. Storm is on the way, so he was going to go for Storm, not for Blink. So he still needs to get the scouting done. I like the hallucinations. There's the 3rd being placed there in the top right part of the map. Zerglings have control of Xel'Naga Towers. You can see the vision goes right there to that line, right? Like the line says, that those rocks don't lie to you. More Hydra out. +2 is close to being finished. The range is going to be finished too. This is pretty good timing coming out of Violet. Warp Gate's just now finishing over. 2 more being built in. That'll get him up to, I think, 7. Hydra now up in the front. He's got Hydra and Zergling. Hydra's +2 is close to being finished. He's got a Roach Warren on the way also. Those guys are nice to take a little bit of the damage. And Master OK is going to lose all of his critical buildings here for the front, especially the Cybernetics core and the Forge. And pushing out right now, Master OK going to go for it. No, he's forced to fall back a little bit. These Hydras do so much damage. Zerglings now flooding, and here come the Zerglings straight to the middle. Nice force field, but those force fields aren't going to hold too long. These Hydra are just killing everything. Those sentries up the front just getting wasted. Zerglings desperately trying to get in there. And there's just so much stuff outside of Master OK's base. I don't know how he's going to get in here. Storm is so close to being finished. As soon as Storm finishes, that may actually change the tide here. He's going to need to storm those Hydras. The Zerglings aren't too bad. He can take care of those with the Zealots. And there we go. Nice Storm in the back. Taking him out. And he's going to need to get another Money Storm. There it is. Good Money Storm. He could probably force these guys into Archons for the time being. He's going to need something. He's warping in some more units in the back of this. There's the Archon forced to pull. Probes looking really good here for Violet. These Hydras just deal so much damage. Look at that 14 damage, 6 range. Finally going to clean this up. But no, more Hydra on the way. 4 Hydra here. Archon out. Archon's going to clean this up. Archon Zealots taking out what's left of the Hydra. And not looking too good for Master OK. This far on the game, he lost his whole front wall. And he literally backed himself into a corner, walled himself in. And he really needed Colossus to deal with those Hydra and Zerglings. If he would have had Colossus there, that would have been a whole different ball game. Storm just came a little bit too late. If he would have had Storm right when whenever the Zerg player first pushed up against the force fields and landed a nice Storm there, that would have been pretty awesome of a Storm. But it kind of ended up late in the fight, where after most of the things were done. And look at this, a Nidus network, +1 armor on the way, Glial Reconstitution, Burrow, 4 Overlords. And I like this third up now. Has gas going, already has a queen on it, so he's got 3 queens. Nidus Worm coming out right there. And a 4th, ooh, Master OK sneaking into 4th on the left side of the map over here. He's pretty low in supply, 82 versus 134. Let's check the old work account, 50 versus 68, looking pretty good for a Zerg player. Some Overlords hanging out here. And he will see that. Does he scout it? Yes, he does see just the edge of that unit going on by there. So he knows it's coming. He's got creep spread coming out through the middle of the map. There's not too many units. Masterok really can't afford to push out. He really needs to stay back and just hope that third base stays hidden for the time being, and he can kind of macro his way back into this game and just turtle up for the time being. Violet's going to send one Scout Roach up to the front. Just hang out the Zealot Logatar. Might as well. And he's going to see the whole army. There it is. He's going to see Zealots, Archons, plus one attack, one armor upgrade for the Protoss player. He's going to need to get a lot of Storm. Storm will work out pretty well versus those Hydra and Zerglings, but you can see he's mostly tech switched into... Oh, look at this double Nidus network. Where is this going? Oh, double Nidus in the back. He's got so many units. He's going to need 2 Nidus Worms, and where's the Protoss player? He's up in the front. If he could get up here and maybe throw down some force fields or something, he's going to throw a pylon. He's going to see it. He's going to see it now. As he see it, he sees all the Nidus Worms coming up. There's so many Roaches. They got the +2 attack, +1 armor getting up the front here. All the Protoss units coming up from the expansion. Good Storm up the front, but Roaches are pretty decent against Storm. They can always burrow. Another Storm going to go down and pushing... He's going to try and push the Zerg player back. Reinforcements going to continue to come through. Another Storm going to go off. He's going to need some more High Templar Archon forming up here at the front. And now it's Stalkers, Archons versus mostly Roaches, a couple Hydra in the back. And more Stalkers being warped in. Archon's kind of tanking this really well. This one is going to get finished up here in the front, trying to micro back. Good job from Masterok pulling that thing to the back. Archon at the front going to get picked off. There he goes. Stalkers get a couple more hits in. Reinforcements. Any more reinforcements? No. It looks like we're going to see Violet just fall back and look at the front. Oh, another double Nidus in the front. Violet all over the place with these Nidus. He's just going back and forth with these Nidus worms and just crushing through the front of the base here. Who needs Blink when you have double Nidus worms in your base? And he's going to need some... Well, here are the reinforcements. Just as I say reinforcements, so look at this. Masterok K's got a pretty decent Stalker number, +2 attack, 1 upgrade, so the upgrades are equal for both players. Now he's forced to fall back and takes up both these Nidus Worms. Oh my god, back in the base once again, more Nidus Worms. He's just bouncing back and forth here with the double Nidus Worms. And Masterok K's probably thinking, what the hell is he doing here? This is more Nidus Worms I've seen in this game in like the past month added up, and there's just so many Roaches and Hydra just pushing in here, just stuff killing at the front. He's doing a pretty good job here. He doesn't have Blink, so he can't micro this as well as possible, but he's losing most of his units here at the main. And, oh, there we go. The GG. GG from both players. And that's the end of that game. He did manage to get this third up down here at the bottom without him scouting it out. So Violet didn't take that, but it didn't really matter. He didn't have to scout it out. He just killed him straight up. It's nice you have a third base, Master, okay, but I'm just going to take care of your other 2. And look at this once again, already putting 2 more back up here at the front of the base. Just going from the back to the front, back to the front. Quite hilarious play here from Violet. And Masterok just couldn't really deal with it. That's a pretty mobile Zerg player, if I say so myself. I didn't think Roaches and Hydra were that mobile, but he just showed us how to play mobile with the Zerg on this map. So... really interesting play here from Violet. I love seeing Zerg players use Nidus Worm because I think it's one of the most underused things in the game. Back whenever people weren't using Warp Prism, I loved Warp Prism. Still my favorite unit in the game. I just want to see more and more of things in the game that allow people to be mobile. I mean, we've seen Terrans use dropships, medevacs since like day 1 of beta. That was always there. But Nidus Worms and Warp Prism's not used so much, so I love seeing the Warp Prism used in this game. And after that, that first attack went really well. Those Zerglings and Hydra just kind of crushed through the front of Masterok's base. Just the positioning wasn't too hot. His Storm didn't get out soon enough, and he didn't have Colossus. He didn't have the proper counter to deal with those units, and he was just kind of trapped in the back of his base. And we had a great play here from Violet. Just, great setup. Took him out, did the first hit, did a lot of damage. He had a big supply lead, and after that, he's like, you know what, time for double Nidus. Taking him out. And that's going to be the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Make sure to check out more of my stuff out at youtube.com/EonShiKeno. I post a lot of StarCraft commentaries. I've got over 600 videos in the year and a half I've been doing this. So yeah, I've posted a lot of StarCraft content. So go check it out. And if you like it, go ahead and subscribe, thumbs up the videos, all that kind of good stuff. I'd appreciate it. And that's it for me. I don't think I can think of anything else. Oh yeah, also, I'm going to start releasing some more Diablo, or not more, some Diablo videos. I just got a beta account, so I can start doing some beta stuff. So I'm going to be releasing some Diablo stuff. Also, that's it for me, guys. Peace out.